There's nothing right here for you. Like nothing. And you thought about pulling behind me. Oh, sorry. This is. It's like daytime zombie land. Sorry, I forgot I was live. I'm driving where there's nothing going on, and I had a car following me to a T, even like on a side road. I mean, that went nowhere. Hey, so I wanted to show you guys something. I'm out here in the suburbs, outside Seattle and Tacoma, but you got to see this insanity. So, this is just one site where they're building new retail, and this is going on everywhere out here. Now, you have to realize this is an area that's already built up. It's not like, oh, okay, yeah, suburbs are going to boom. I mean, if I drove you around to the neighborhoods, you'd get to see this place has been built up for years. And here's what makes it crazy. Hey, Blinky. Okay, so look, they're building this shopping center, right, with a bunch of retail. And what I want to show you is that this shopping center has been here for about 10 years. And I want you to see that what is going on in the other that has already been here. And so that unit is vacant. That unit is vacant. This is the new company I just find insane. They sell cookies for $5. You can go in and buy a $5 cookie. This place is vacant. But of course the coffee shop's doing great. Everybody's got $5 for a coffee. This place in here between this sushi place is vacant. Wow, on a Monday at noon, nobody's got jobs, which I do know that nobody has jobs anymore. I was here on the weekend and there was nobody. This restaurant went out. This restaurant went out. This is vacant. These two are both vacant. That one's vacant. New Beginnings, I don't know what that is. The Little Guy, I don't know what that is. Something, oh, a little gym for kids. A spa. A bridal store, but it's not open. It's in the afternoon. This place is vacant. This place is vacant. The hot yoga. This storefront's vacant. This is Pinto's Pateti or whatever is open. Edwards Jones is there. Don't know what this is. Oh, AT&T. Of course the phone stores always make it. This place is vacant. This place is vacant. Let's see. Oh, he's not coming behind me. Vacant. Veterans United. Those aren't vacant. There's some, that's interesting. There's like 3 or 4 little military. So, so the military is taking out, that's a little Madigan. That's a military health center, a military recruiting office, a military help with your, of course, government's going to start renting retail. I mean, so they expected this place to boom years ago when they built it. That's got all this parking that has not been used. That's what some people say internment camps, but I'm just wanting to know. I'm like, do they really think there's going to be a retail boom revival? I mean, like from where we're at, everybody I know is already buying everything in the world they want. They go out every week and buy. I mean, when these people's garages go up, and these are young people, these aren't people that, you know, have been hoarding for years and years and years. Like, nobody can get, I shouldn't say nobody. People get one car in their 3-car garage. The other 2 is just bays full of stuff. So, this has been here, like I said, almost 10 years. Is there anything? Oh, and this is, look, there's even vacant big. I don't remember what used to be here. It's been a few years since I lived here. But that's a big one that's vacant. Famous Footwear. How long are they going to make it? Selling shoes. Party City's a cool store. Used to love going there with my kids. We'd just throw, besides birthday parties, we'd also throw intermittent. That's Target up there, which is, of course, very busy. Nobody's in school. Not, I shouldn't say nobody, but there's just so many people out. Like you're not working, you're not in school, you're not, I mean, they just don't have to be. So, guess you're the only one here, Blinky. Hey, if you guys want to comment, I did plan to make today's video where I could comment with people. So, but I just find that interesting that they, like I said, I'll drive down it one more time. I would say that down this main area here, that is the original shopping. It's 30 to 40% vacant, yet they're going to build a whole nother big deal out front by the road for small units. And I'm sure they'll rent because, oh yeah, look, we got better exposure though. The reason those other 20 units are empty, it's not because the economy sucks and there's nothing to sell. It's because they chose a bad location. They were open and had customers a few years ago, but now they don't. So I'll drive you down it one more time just to show you that. The big box stores are still doing fine. They must have incredible leases because like Home Goods and PetSmart, you watch the people come out of there, they don't do enough volume for the square footage that if they had to pay normal prices. So look, that's a little VA medical center, a VA home loan. So vacant. They're not even open, the VA home loan, and this Avita place, salon, it's not open. Vacant. AT&T's open. This little specialty store is open. Edwards Jones is open. Yay! Go Stalks! The hot yoga, which took up 2 units, is out of business. The smoothie store is still open. And the store next to them is out of business. It's a little kids gym. This one's vacant. Hey, thanks for the comments. Another vacant. So that's 1, 2, 3. There's 4 vacants right there. That one's vacant. That's vacant. So, I mean, who knows what's going on? People, the owner of the shopping center must not have to make his payments because he would rent those for $1,000 a month or something, and then there'd be no reason vacant to build new out here because you go, dude, they're already there. It's so cheap to get places because there's so much available. And here's 2 vacants right there. 2 vacants right here. Yeah, in the meantime, they're going to build a huge new building here with a whole bunch of small little retail. Yet they've got 20 to 30 vacant units right back there. You're like, just incredible. Go shopping while you can. This is a wake. Because in Louisiana, you need to get a jab to go into a store. It's starting to get that way here. They are doing that in some cities and for some types of stores. So I think there is a possibility that it becomes nationwide. I'm with you on that. I do think that too. I don't like to promote fear or anything, but do plan on someone in your family needs to either be vaccinated or make plans. You're not going to be able to go in these stores. Andy says, store some foods, candles, and have a tent at the ready. I don't know. The thing is, I get it. We can all think that we could survive out there, but I've camped and I grew up working hard on a farm. I mean, if bad things come in the wintertime, I don't think you survive more than a few days out in the wilderness. So Imaginary Point says the system is glitching. The vial is what is left. NPCs bumping into each other. Only thing left is for the plug to be pulled. I think that sometimes. I actually have dreams about that. Like that one day I'll be walking around these shopping centers and 20, 30, 40, 50, maybe 80% all of a sudden just collapse. And it was, they got unplugged. Houston, Texas. Daniel says in Houston, Texas, there's nothing but construction. Yeah, I saw that when I was down in Texas too. Yeah, everywhere. Yeah, Texas is going to get a huge influx of people. So, maybe they're going to divide. Maybe this country, maybe all 50 states aren't going to be lived in here at some point in the future. I know it sounds weird, but maybe that's what's going to happen is the country, I'm not saying like a civil war, but it's going to break into parts, and there'll be people in the South that are living a certain way and all that, and then people in other areas. So, I mean, why would all these cars park way over here? They're not shopping over there. They must be commuting. This must be a commuter parking lot, because this makes no sense to park that far away from the store you're going in. I get you don't want to be right next to somebody, but that's a little extreme. I mean, so when you really get over here to PetSmart, who's in here at PetSmart? I'd say 10, 15 cars. I could go in. Maybe I should go in. But I'm like, there's like 70 cars in the parking lot around PetSmart, like 100 at HomeGoods. Do you really? And a lot of these people have their kids with them. So is there 100 people in PetSmart right now? I mean, by looking at the parking lot, there should be. Let's just go see. Let's just go. I'll take you in there real quick. Although pet stores kind of make me sad, but let's just see what's going on. So all these dudes are showing up in their F-150s, parking way far away, but they're going in PetSmart. Let's see if that's the case or not. I'm gonna put you right there for right now. Put on my muzzle. I don't put it over my nose. I gotta breathe. I like breathing. So let me read a couple more of your comments. Andy Taylor says London boroughs are making storage space for bodies, all 32 boroughs. I'm in Scotland, a tent is wise. Jeremy Youngman says, thanks for all the videos you've done. Hey man, I really appreciate that. Like, there's so many times that you don't feel like doing it, right? I could have just done my shopping and gone back home, but I was like, I gotta show this. So I like letting people know what's going on, because I mean, this is, what? I watch the news now because I live with some friends, and why the news just talks all night long about the jab and all that stupid shit. You're like, why would this is the most interesting time to be showing what's going on. I need to check out UAP. They nicely commented about me a couple times over the past couple years. I think they used my clip one time, someone told me too, so, which is cool. So like I said, so we have about 20 cars, 30 cars parked right up front here. But in the area, this is only PetSmart right here. HomeGoods is way down there. We have like 60, 70 cars total parked out front of PetSmart, right? Wow. Okay, I see 4. I'm not going to count people who are with somebody else. So 4, 5, 6, 7. They count as 1 because they came in 1 car. Oh, that makes me sad. He looks like my cat that I'm missing. 8. That looks like my old tiger. This is actually easier than the rows are all lined up, so I've seen 8. I've seen like 11 people, but 3 of them together, so 8. I'm already almost done with the store. So we got 8 people that came in cars. 9. I already counted her. I didn't count him. That's 10. That's it. There's 10. So there's 10 groups of people in here shopping right now at the PetSmart. So where do the cars come from? I don't know about you guys, but our grocery stores are starting to run really low on pet food, dogs and cats. You're having to come to these stores to get the food. I don't know why grocery stores are not getting their allotment. They even have some empty spots here. I mean, it looks like they have a lot, but it's pretty slim pickings. Look at this. So there's only one bag, nothing behind it. 2 bags, one bag, one bag. You know, it's not deep on the shelves. So there is something going on with the shortage of food, and it's even happening with pets. So I'm going to take you back outside. I don't know what balkanization means. I'll have to remember that, Blinky. Oh yeah, the jet fuel hooks, that's awesome. Yep. Me and my buddy over at Enslaved by No Media, and I think UAP was on that too. And a couple, it's so weird how all of our brains at a time, that's how I actually met the guy from Enslaved by No Media. Was we were both researching the no jet fuel. I noticed it I've just always been real aware of stuff in my life. I don't comment about a lot of it. I just store it away in my head. And the way that I came across that was there was a plane that had flown, I don't remember where it had flown from, but it flew into Texas, and they needed to get the passengers off real quick and get the next ones on, and the next one's on, we're going to London. And no fuel truck rolled up to that plane. And I just remember that, and I got home and then searched how many miles that plane can fly. And it was a Boeing. It only could fly 7,000 miles on full thing. And I'm like, and I remember I researched it. It wasn't a short flight in. It had already flown 3,000 miles to get there. And I was like, well, something's off, because that plane flew 10,000 miles without filling up. So we'll go in Home Goods. Look at how many cars are at Home Goods. There is at least 100 cars at Home Goods. Maybe there's more in here. So we only have 10 people in PetSmart for the 60 cars. Oh yeah, there's a lot of people in here. 1, 2, 3, 4 groups. Oh, this is gonna be harder to count. Oh yeah, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. They got cool stuff in here. Their prices used to be great. Now they suck. No, they don't suck. They're still pretty decent. 19, 20. I already counted her. I counted her. I counted them. 21. Ooh, those are nice lamps. Have you guys noticed the price of furniture? It's like insane. Like this is just a little, this isn't even a couch. It's a quarter of a couch, because it doesn't even have the back part or anything. $199. Tables have got crazy expensive too. I don't remember where I was at. I think like 22 or 23. 24, 25, already counted them. 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. Man, if I was looking to date people, this is a pretty good place. They're probably all married. That's already counted them. There might be 2 or 3 in line, so I'd say 35. I'm gonna bring you over here. Like, look at this stuff. This isn't real either. It's $2.99. It's not real wood. Look at stupid little cheap ass bar stool with cheap material. $129. Used to be $59, $69. Fake ass plant, $79. And this is in Home Goods where stuff is cheap. Like, look at this thing. A little bit of wood and a metal frame. $179. Unbelievable. Alright. Yeah, the furniture I have, because I've moved so much during COVID that I've watched furniture prices. I would say that they've more than doubled. More than doubled. Starting to approach tripling. But yeah, so that's what we got. So what I come up about 35. But look, there's 20 cars. There's over 100 cars. So something's going on. So I just proved, so there was like 10, 11, 12 people in PetSmart, and there's 40, 50 cars over there. There's 100 cars over here, and there's 35 people inside. So get your mind around that, people. I don't know what's going on. Maybe people are parking cars here. Maybe companies are parking cars here. But how weird is that I just showed? So you drive in here and you're like, oh yeah, business is booming, which Home Goods was very busy, not knocking them. But you see this, you're like, oh my God, it looks like, post-Thanksgiving shopping. But it isn't. I mean, there should be 100 groups of people in there if there's this many cars. And I get that there's employees. Maybe there's 5, 10 employees at each one of these, and they didn't used to park out here. They used to park out back, but I bet they've been told since COVID hit to park out front and make it look busy. Oh, it's bright outside. Let me see. Blinky said in Wisconsin too, the breaking up of the nation. That's what it feels like. Yeah, the whole thing was veneer. They're mostly veneer now, and it's not even real wood. I don't know if it's manufactured shortages or not. I don't know exactly how to explain it, but I do know as I drove across the country the last couple times here in this past year, I saw a lot of factories I even went and talked. I went and talked to people. A lot of people didn't want to talk, but the few that did, a lot of factories were running at 50%. They just said they didn't have employees, they didn't have materials. That's all the way from I talked to car manufacturers, I talked to furniture manufacturers, cabinets, and even trailer companies coming across the Midwest. they were offering a $5,000 signing bonus at one of these trailer companies, and you got paid. So it was like a $15, $18 an hour job, but you get $5,000 at the end of 90 days. I was like, dang, that's crazy. Almost stayed there 90 days. So, all right, Wake's got to go shopping. Hey, thank you guys. I'm going to let you go. Not much more to show here, but kind of interesting, right? I mean, this is just one section of the PetSmart parking. I mean, so the ratio of actual shoppers, 2 people walking in, so that counts as only 1 car, compared to cars in the parking lot, is like 3 to 1. So maybe just for fun, if you're ever out, not if there's 200-300 cars, don't try to count, but if you're at a store and you see 30 cars outside, or 20 cars outside, real quick, try to briskly walk the store and see if there's actually that many independent people shopping. So I'm gonna get off the phone because I gotta drive in traffic. So thanks for coming in, and thanks a lot for the comments and the thumbs up. I really appreciate it. And you guys take care. Thanks, Blinky, for coming in and starting the comment thread. I appreciate it a lot.